Sitting up too high. Jesus, all these alerts that come up. All these alerts that come up. Is that Harriet Tubman? Good morning, Harriet Tubman. It's good to have you with us this morning. You see your boy? Joe, say hi to Harriet. Say hi to Harriet Tubman. She always talked about you. You gonna say hi to her?
You baby Joe.
Mm-hmm. He's just looking at me. You like this backdrop?
Mm-hmm. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Here they come. All right. All right. There they go. There they
hey,
go.
YouTube. Hey, Twitter.
Hey, YouTube. Hey, Twitter. Hey, Facebook. Let me go on the Facebook feed and see what's going on. Shout out my people on Facebook. Okay, who's up in here? Hey, Omar. Hey, Omar. What's
hey,
going
Monica.
on?
Hey, Angel. Hey, Blogs and Fiction.
The legendary Omar LaBeija is watching
Lonnie.
From Facebook, huh?
Hey, Tracy. Hey, Shaw. Some of you guys that have a Android phone, you see a join button next to the subscribe button. Feel free if you want to.
That's free fill to join.
Everybody
I said free fill to join.
Everybody
what the hell is that?
That has a iPhone or iPad.
Hello, Elaine.
You don't see the join button, so I just dropped the link in the chat. So if you want to join the McRae Kingz platform as a monthly member, you can. That's the link for those of you that have an iPhone or using an iPad. If you have an Android phone or any Android device, you should see a join button next to the subscribe button. So feel free to hit that if you choose to.
And also, you people on YouTube, you people on Facebook, feel free to come over to YouTube and join us on YouTube. If you choose to watch us on Facebook, that's just fine. But if you get a chance throughout the day or right now, just go over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button for us, okay? We need your support here on YouTube as well.
Hey, Omar, I just dropped the, because, you know, I don't be paying attention.
Can you send me the link?
Yeah, I'll show you how to get it.
Send it through Messenger. No, because I'm going to put it on. I'm going to pin it. Oh, you pinned it?
No, I didn't pin it because it's on your, yeah, it won't let me pin it. You can pin it from what I just put up.
What, this one?
There should be a link. Yeah, just hit pin. Yeah.
Okay. For those of you that wish to join our community, our kingdom, please feel free to click the link on Facebook. There are 3 tiers to join. There's a platinum membership. There's also a gold membership and a silver membership. However, you're not required to join us as a member. You can also watch us as a subscriber as well. So if you do not wish to join us as a member, please feel free to come over to YouTube and just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll get notifications each time we go live or each time we drop a new video.
Hey, good morning, Positive. Good morning, Charlene. Who did I miss? I said Shar.
Joseph, we gotta get that.
Hey, just Nene.
We gotta raise this money for this coffee machine. Child, I'm so sick and tired of going to Dunkin' Donuts in the morning.
Me too.
I
I'm used to getting up, going
no
downstairs and making my own coffee.
Yes.
But the coffee maker broke.
Yes, our coffee maker is not working, so we are looking for. We do need donations.
It's only like It's in
the Amazon wish list.
There's 2 in there, and they both like $60.
If you want to go to the Amazon wish list and purchase the coffee maker for us, please feel free to do so. It's really the coffee maker is not that expensive, is it?
There's 2. There's one is cheaper than the other.
Okay,
doesn't matter which one. Honestly.
Yeah, it really don't matter.
You don't like K cups, so
no, I don't.
One has a coffee maker and a K cup, but that's like on sale.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, it's cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, because normally those are like over $100. That one is like 50 something or 60 something dollars. The other one is a regular coffee maker. So it just makes it. I think they both do K cup and regular pots of coffee.
They do.
I think so.
Okay.
But I don't remember what I put on there, but I know I put it on there. The link is in the chat. Well, in the description box of the other videos. I can put the link in this video as well right now.
Well, as you can see, the donation, we're asking for a donation. We're trying to reach a goal of $542. That is for our furniture for the studio, because everything is sitting up on boxes right now. And so we're in dire need of some furniture to put in here. And those items are on our Amazon wish list as well. If you wish to donate to that, please feel free to do so. And if you donate to the furniture, you will, if you want to donate in silence, you can do that. If you want to not donate in silence, I have a special, I have something special that I'm going to do for the people that donated to the furniture, especially the desk. Your name will be imprinted on the actual desk because it's made of wood. I'm going to have it engraved onto the desk. So those of you that donate, your names will be on our on the desk that we are trying to purchase. So please feel free to donate to that as well, because we do need your donations. We are trying to reach a goal again of $542. I know it's a lot of money. We will reach the goal. And any donation is appreciated. $5, $10, $20, whatever. Or if you decide that you want to go in and buy one of the items, please feel free to do that as well. Oh my Jesus. It was hot yesterday, Joseph.
It was 90-something degrees.
Yes. And then I got all this damn hair on my head. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what I'm thinking. I got all this hair on my head. I'm about to child. I feel like a goddamn pony.
Hey Trisha.
Hey Della.
See, that's the thing, Shirley. He don't like K-cups. He don't like the way they come out.
They're a waste of time.
That's why it's a regular coffee maker.
Coffee is not strong.
And the one we had was working up until a couple of days ago when I made coffee, and I'm like, why are all the grounds in the coffee? So I was sitting there picking grounds out
Coffee machine
of the coffee.
Miss Coffee
so
machine.
Then I figured, I just put too much coffee. The next day he made it, and he said the same thing. Something's wrong with the coffee maker. All the ground, for whatever reason, the way the coffee maker, whatever the coffee maker is doing, is pushing the grounds out and over, so it's making the coffee. It has a self-cleaning button, which he used, and that didn't fix it because it made it actually worse. So it's like, if you want to drink coffee with coffee grounds in it, then
no, I'm not doing that.
But then, if you do that, you're going to get the out of order.
No, I'm not going to get it. It's bad enough that we drink dark roast.
Because at first, of course, you can't see it until you put the cream in. And once you put the cream in, you see all the coffee grounds floating at the top of the coffee. And I'm like, what the hell? So.
It's good to see you, Della. It's really good to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. We got to catch up. We got to talk. We got to catch up. Della and I went to the same church.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we went to high school together as well. Yes. Hey, Reginald Giles. How are you? Good morning.
And good morning to all the moderators in the chat.
Yes, thank you
Thank y'all
moderators
for doing such a wonderful job.
Yes, you guys do a great job. And where's my pit bull? My pit bull ain't in here this morning. Oh, he ain't in here. He'll be here soon. Trust me. My pit bull is here.
My pit bull is here, Omar.
Oh yeah, Omar. Yeah, Omar ain't gonna let nothing happen, child.
He ain't gonna.
Well, none of our mods are gonna let anything happen. We have some good mods. We have to have a celebration for our mods. We have to have a mod celebration day.
Just for the mods.
Just for the mods, yes.
Yes. Y'all always hear me say Omar's name, or y'all hear me say my best friend. He's in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
He can tell you I've become very calm in my old age. I've become very
you're admitting that you're old?
In my old age.
You admitting old age?
Yes, because if I don't admit I'm old, he'll put it in the comment section.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Omar. Thank you, Omar.
He'll
always
put it
talking
in
about
the
he's 12
comment
years
section.
old. Talking about he's 12 years old.
Because he's jealous like you. He knows I'm only 15.
Jealous?
Yes, y'all both are.
Child, all this deep dark chocolate, all this almondy stuff.
Y'all jealous of my youth, honey.
You.
That I'm only 15.
You know what, Jomel? Move out the way, Jomel, baby. Because it's a big old lightning strike that's gonna hit right there in between me and you.
I don't know why y'all can't take my youth.
Nobody. Whatever.
When I join that club next year, then y'all can,
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't joined that club.
I'm still waiting for the Shawam.
I still haven't.
When is the Shawam coming?
When the water comes on.
That's all I want to know.
When the water comes on.
When the water?
Oh, yes, y'all. Let me tell you. So I told y'all yesterday what happened when I went to the doctor, and they, told me I had all this. I had because even when they weighed me, the doctor yelled at the nurse. He was like, "Why didn't you?" It's impossible that he gained 30 pounds in 2 weeks because I had just been there 2 weeks ago. He was like, "All of that's water. Why wouldn't you tell me that as soon as I walked in the door?" And I'm looking at her like, "Yeah, why didn't you tell him?" Because when I got on the scale, I gagged. When I got on that scale, I was like, because it was like 20, 30 pounds of fluid. I know it was fluid because you see, I don't really eat like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, 20, 30 pounds of fluid, like 25 to 30 pounds of fluid. So now I'm like in my head going, oh my God. So of course, the first thing he does is listen to my heart, check my lungs. He's like, okay, there's no water there. So we got to drain all this water off of you, because when he looked at my legs, he was like, oh yeah, we got to get this off. And I didn't even realize I had some in my stomach until he touched my stomach and he said, oh, you got fluid in your stomach too. And I'm like, and then when I left, I touched my stomach. I said, oh, I didn't even realize. Like I could feel the hardness where the water was. So of course, y'all know I kind of started freaking out in my head, and I had to calm myself down. So they gave me like a higher solution, because they asked me did I have some at home, and I'm like, no, I only ordered one when I just placed the order, and the order's coming tomorrow. So they gave me like 5 bags of higher solution and told me how to do them. And when I woke up this morning, Tremel was amazed. I was amazed at how much water was already gone. I'm still a little swollen, but they almost back to normal. And they gave me a water pill I have to take 3 times a day. Child, I'm feeling like crazy. I have a water pill I have to take 3 times a day, and the fluid pulled a lot of water off me last night. I'm tempted to do the other fluid I used last night, but I'm scared if I do, I'm gonna cramp. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna listen to the doctor and do it the way they told me to do it, not the way I want to do it.
Right.
Because if I do it the way I want to do it, I'm gonna end up looking like prune. Trust me, I know I am.
Yeah, and cramping.
And cramping and what have you. So
and whining and stuff.
A lot of the fluid came off, which is a good thing. Like even Tremel, he was shocked when this morning I said, "Look." And he was like, "Oh my God, your feet and your ankles and your calves are almost back to normal." I was like, "Right." Yeah. So I was shocked at how much water came off, because I thought just like, a little bit, and between peeing and all of that, but it's working faster than I thought it would. So because it's working, that means I don't have
But
to
you
go.
got pretty little feet. You look like you was pregnant.
I was walking around on two cam hogs.
You know how women get swole up when they get pregnant. That's what.
But
it was cute.
I wasn't depressed. Like I said, I was feeling like I even told Tramel, I said something's wrong because I'm not happy. It was more of because Omar can tell you, or Tramel can tell you, my ankles don't even look like they can support my body. That's how skinny they are. They went from being like this skinny to like this big. And I'm like, I wouldn't even put, as hot as it was, I wouldn't put on shorts or nothing because I didn't want to see my legs.
You wouldn't put on the shorts.
Like sweatpants, jeans, because I didn't want to see, because if I looked at it, it didn't depress me. It just made me sad in my head. And I'm like, if it's not one thing, it's another. Soon as I get adjusted to one thing, here comes something else. And it was just, I was frustrated. I was angry. And I'm like, nobody told me this was all going to happen to me when I got old.
Yeah, and you know what I'm mad about this? We didn't get a chance to dress up and go out this year, this summer,
like we normally
anything.
do.
We got all these clothes. Y'all should see all the sneakers we got, because me and Joseph, we like sneakerheads. So we got like, I ain't even gonna tell you how many pairs of sneakers. No shoes. We don't wear shoes. We got like two. I think we got 2 pairs of dress shoes each.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, but
a blue pair and a black pair.
Blue pair and a black pair. Basically basic shoes. And we haven't had it. We haven't gotten dressed up or nothing, Joseph. I don't get to wear my royal clothes or anything like that. And I'm just so disappointed about it, because we didn't get to go out and tour.
We'll live to do it again. We won't be like the rest of the people that dress up in those places and end up with the corona.
Yeah, I'm not going outside. I'm not risking it all and going outside. So, I miss that. But that's what we're going to talk about today. The things that make us happy. It's so hard to find things that make you happy these days because of what's going on, the environment. It's like really hard to stay in in a positive space, and it's hard to have a good attitude every day when you've been in the house for what? We're going on what, month 9, 8? We're on month 8, really, because this whole pandemic started basically in January. If you really look at it, it started over in China in January, and then it somehow got here. And, we as American people, we have just been confined to our homes. A lot of us are complaining about cabin fever. And, we talked about this on Monday. We want to go out, but it's not safe. It's just not safe, Joseph. It's not safe yet.
No, it's not. I'm not going to no bar or going to no parties or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I value my life too much.
Yeah, and then the prices of things have changed. We went to the grocery store. Do y'all know for a tissue, $11?
It was six
rolls of toilet tissue for $11. And normally you can go to Walmart and you can get a whole 24 rolls.
Right. For $11.
Now $6. It's ridiculous. And to find alcohol, God help you if you need alcohol.
And why we can't find dish detergent?
Yeah, why we can't? Because they're making sanitizer. They're making hand sanitizer.
Well,
people are making their own hand sanitizer.
It's
so
too much.
That's why we can't find dish detergent. It's like
6 rolls of Scott toilet paper was $11 in January.
Yes, that's ridiculous. I'm not paying that. We ended up getting individual rolls.
The individual store brand, it was 10 for $10, which means it was $1 each.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, we might as well get that. Because if you're gonna spend $10, you might as well get 10 rolls as opposed to paying $11 and change for 6 rolls. And it was the same thing like Scott. It was 1,000 sheets and all of that other. I'm like,
but I mean, it doesn't feel like Scott. Okay, let's be real about that. But it does the job. It does the job. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. We can't pay that. We can't pay that. That's too much money.
Even if I could pay it, I wouldn't pay it.
Right.
Why would I pay $11 for 6 rolls of toilet paper?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That
makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all. You know, so we're missing out on so much. We really are. We're missing out on so much. You know, I miss being able to go to the park. We have planned to go to a couple of amusement parks this summer. We plan to go to the beach this summer because there's a.
And we have here about the Upstate Fair, the big fair.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to the fair and advertise on TV as a child, and now we live up here and can go. And guess what? We can't do because they're not going to open.
Yeah, they're not opening. You know, and who knows in the wintertime if the ski resorts are going to open because there's a lot of those.
There's a lot of ski resorts up here too. I think the casinos open back.
Yeah, the casinos did open back.
I think the casinos, they might open the ski resorts.
What about Niagara Falls? What? Because we've never been there.
You got to go to Canada.
I know.
We only 2 hours away. We got to get the new license.
Yeah, with that too. Now I think you got to make an appointment to go to motor vehicle, can't you?
Yep. But I got to trade. I'm still illegal because they closed when the corona started. They haven't opened up, and now that they open, I have to make an appointment to go.
Yeah. I mean, and you could throw you could throw a rock, and you could throw a rock into Niagara Falls. It's right there, and I've never been, and I want to go so bad.
I'd do that. I'd go to Niagara Falls. I'd be scared to stay in the hotel, but I'd go to Niagara.
Yeah.
Because it's outside. Mm-hmm. I can put on a mask. See the fall. Well, it'll be frozen.
Yeah, it's gonna be frozen soon when it freezes over.
Because Canada is just as cold as here.
Yeah. That's why we get all the winter weather.
No, but remember when we was going back home, and then people from Canada was on the highway, and their cars were covered in snow. We were like, where the hell is it snowing? And it's snowing in Canada.
Yeah, that's why we get such severe snow here. Is because of the falls
and the high elevation.
Yeah, and the high elevation. But gosh, we miss out on
Dwayne and Ray.
Hey, Dwayne and Ray, how y'all doing? But we miss it. We miss out on so many things that we want to do. So now we're finding ourselves, and I know that everybody is finding themselves trying to find something to make themselves happy. And I say this still. What you have to do is you have to find that thing that makes you happy. Take the time out if you have children. Take the time out to cherish the fact that you can be home with your children. Child, I know some of these children getting on your nerves, though. I know some of these children getting on your nerves. School. Yeah, I know y'all. That's why y'all want to go back to school. Some of these kids, child, they will pluck your nerves. But we have to find some way. We really do have to find some way to entertain ourselves. I think I'm so tired of watching. But we need
to also talk about some of the people that don't know how to be happy.
Yeah.
Even if there wasn't a pandemic, they still wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, they don't care.
Because some people don't allow themselves to actually be happy, or they think that there's something wrong with being happy, or maybe somebody close to them died and they feel what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I'm gonna say bad, but that's not the word. They feel guilty for being happy knowing that this person died, but that person is dead. Is in a better place.
Well, you know how I look at death jokes.
But they are like me. I never felt that. I did feel that as time went on and it got better, and I didn't think about my mom as much. I kind of felt bad that I was like, well, I'm not thinking about her every day like I did before. But at the same time, that's part of the healing process, and that's part of moving on. You shouldn't sit around and think about somebody that passed away every single day, because all that's going to do is depress you and make it worse. So yes, I would never sit and tell somebody it'll be okay, because it's never going to be okay, but it gets better. It gets better as time goes by. It gets better. No, what I'm saying is, no,
it's going to be okay, Joseph.
Because you still sit. When I say be better, it'll be better, yes, but the hurt won't really leave.
Yes, it will.
As soon as you think about it, it's like, or I don't even have to be thinking about it. Somebody could just call me and say my mother died, and I'm like, oh, child, because it puts you right back in that place because you know exactly how that feels, and it's like not that you taking on what they feel, but it's that you know how they feel. And I used to get so mad at people when they would tell me, "Oh, I know how you feel." No, you don't. You can pick up the phone and call your mother at any given time. You have no clue what I feel like. The only people that know what I felt like at that moment was people whose mothers were gone. You don't know what it feels like. And that's the worst thing you can tell somebody, and your mother's alive. I can imagine how you feel. No, you can't. You can't imagine how I feel. You don't know how I feel. You won't know until your mother's in the court. And then you can, and I had a friend, her mom died after me, and she picked up the phone and called me. She said, "Joe, why didn't you tell me it felt like this?" I said, "Girl, I told you, it was a horrible feeling." I said, "I couldn't describe it." She said, "I feel like an orphan." I said, "See, I told you." For me, I rationalized it as putting a puzzle together and missing that one piece and breaking it apart and putting it together and looking for that piece of puzzle that you know you're never going to find, and your puzzle is not going to be complete. You view it as being an orphan. Like, I get it. But everybody goes through it.
No, I don't view it as being an orphan.
No, not you. Her. She viewed it as feeling like an orphan, like feeling left alone in a world by herself. And I was like, that's what I was trying to tell you with my puzzle analogy, because for me, that's how I rationalized it in my head. And for a long time, I couldn't. Like, this boy invited me to go. Well, I had went home, and he invited me to go out for ice cream with him and his mother. I said, I can't do that. And he was like, "Why?" I said, "Because I can't." And even my sister, she said when she saw women or girls with their mothers, it bothered her. And for a long time, I'm like, "I'm not going with you and your mother for ice cream. You think I want to sit there and watch you interact with your mother and mine just died?" Like, no, I don't want. I'm not going. You call me selfish, but I could care less.
Well, no, that one thing is selfish because you really can't tell somebody how to grieve.
It was too soon. It was, child, it was maybe a week or two after my mother had died, and we had buried her, and I had went back home before I helped my sister clear up my mother's house. So I went home for a week, and it was the week I went home, and I'm like, "I'm not going nowhere with you and your mother.
Oh,
think
thank
I
you, David.
See you interact with your mother, and mine is just put in the grave? No, that's not going to happen."
David Ballard said he appreciates us so much. No, well, you know, Joseph, I told you I look at death totally different. I used to be one of those people that used to just sit and grieve and grieve and grieve and grieve and grieve and grieve. I don't do that anymore because I look at death in a different way. Like, you know, my dad died 30 years ago. He did. He died 30 years ago. And I'm telling you, when I tell you that it gets better, it really does.
No, it does get better.
It does get better.
It gets better.
It does get better. And trust me, when I tell you the hurt goes away, you start feeling like, let me just explain. Like, my dad and my uncle were like the backbone of our family. They were like, when I tell you, they were like your mom. They were like the backbone of our family. And so when they died, when my father and my uncle died, not only was it devastating to all of us as a family, especially me, because, you know, like I told you, my father was like a tough guy. He was like his exterior tough. My father didn't say nothing to you unless you said something to him. You know, the only conversations that I ever had with my father were like when he was teaching me about the birds and the bees, or when he had something serious to say about me. But at the same, and I told you, my father never told me he loved, and a day in my life, I can't remember when he told me he loved me, but that didn't take away the fact that I loved him. You know what I'm saying? And when he died, it was like devastating. It was like the whole rug was pulled up from under me. Because even at 23, my father was still kind of like taking care of me. You know, I was one of those entitled kids, you know. And
hey, Tequila.
There's not a day that goes by I don't think about my father. Not a day that goes by that he does not come to my mind. I kid you not. And it's not, I don't look at it, it's not sad for me. Like, I sometimes say, oh my God, I wonder if my father was here, what would he think of, you know, me being married to you? You know, I think stuff like that. You know, I think in the sense that he's happy for me, you know. Right. I think because my father was, he kind of, because he didn't grow up with a father, he didn't know how to be a father. In a sense. But, you know, I get what you and your sister go through. I do, because I went through that. Well, I went through that period of time.
No, but I'm saying,
but see, people, for me, when somebody dies, that's a celebration to me, because that only means that they're just not here in the physical sense. The body is just a vessel. When you die,
No, for me, it was more. If my mother would have, if the doctors
do
would
you
have
think
told
she's
me,
hurting, or you feel
no, what I'm
bad
saying
for
is,
her,
if the doctors would have told me that she could have got up and been her normal self, then I would be not okay with her being dead. But because I saw how she was and her laying in that bed and knowing that right now, even if she was alive, she'd probably still be laying in that bed, I'd rather her be gone.
right? But you got to
And
look at
I
it.
even said it to my sister in the hospital. I said, this is not our mother. She
Right.
needs to go. And you
Right.
need to tell her to go,
Right,
because
exactly.
she's only here for you.
Right.
I said she would have been gone if it was me. If I was the only child, because my mother, and it was funny because what actually ended up happening was the reverse of what she thought was going to happen. She thought Tracy was going to lose her mind and just give up on life. And I did that. And she felt what Tracy did, move on with life, even though it was tough for her, she still moved on with life. And
Right.
she grieved and all of that, but she was still able to function. And we just had the opposite effect of what my mother thought was going to happen. And I laugh at that now, because I'm like, I know you are somewhere looking at us going, I can't believe they did the reverse of what I thought they were going, because we did the reverse of what she thought. She thought my sister was going to fall apart and just give up on life, and that was me. And she thought I would just move on with life and live my life, and that's what Tracy did. And it was like, and me and Tracy talk about it, and I tell her it was easy for her, because at the end of the day, she had a 4-year-old. She couldn't just lay in the bed and cry. She had to get up, and she had to force herself to live because of my niece. I had nobody. All I had to do was get up and walk my dogs. If I wanted not to go to work, I called out, because I had FMLA. I don't feel like coming to work today. I can't work. And I just gave up. I tell y'all all the time, y'all are giving me my faith back in people, because I gave up on people. I gave up. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to smell good no more. I don't care how I look. I'm just done. Like I was done. I was just done with life. I was done. And then little by little, I was like, what are you doing? This is not what she wanted for you.
Right.
And she would be looking at you, telling you, have you lost your mind? You better live your life, because I live mine. You was the one that told me you were going to do what you had to do to make yourself happy, and I couldn't tell you what to do. And here I am dead, and I'm basically telling you what to do without telling you what to do, because you don't want to live. And little by little, having conversations in my head of what my mother would have told me if she was alive is what made me start living again and just not existing. Because for a long time, I just existed because I was by myself. I lived by myself. I stayed away from people. I became like almost a hermit. And when I wanted to deal with people, I would go out. If I didn't want to deal with people, I didn't go out. I went to work, I came home, and that was it. And little by little, I was like, you know what? This ain't what she would want for my life. This is not who I am. This is not what I do. Like, I have to get back to myself. But it was hard because I just gave up. I can't say I gave up on life. I gave up on people. And I didn't want to be around people. And I didn't want to deal with people. I just dealt with the people.
You were angry at some of the things because you
right.
felt like
I was angry at a lot of
mom.
things that people did and didn't do.
Right.
So I was just done with
people.
Are
you still angry at that?
No.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody yesterday and I told them, I was like, Tracy said, and I said she just didn't get it back then, that it wasn't about, it was more about my mother being so good to people, so they should have been good to her. It wasn't really about me. It was about her. And I felt people should do things for her. And
oh my God, you should find so much solace in that. I mean, like my father, when my father passed away, my father.
No, but what I'm saying is, my mother did a whole bunch of things for people,
right? And
they knew that my sister was close to her.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in a whole nother state, so for me, people doing stuff for me, I took myself out of the equation because I lived by myself. But these people smiled up in Tracy's face. Tracy, if my mother couldn't do it, she would send Tracy to do it for them, and then for them to just like act like it was no big deal. It was like, are y'all serious right now? My sister could be here like completely broken down.
You see, y'all had this expectation for
like
them
for
to
her,
be
she didn't
around
want nobody. She didn't even care about that. But for me, it bothered me because I'm like, really, this is what people do in this world. They take everything you got, and then when it's time for them to be there for somebody else that was actually helping in the process,
sometimes they do.
Then all of a sudden, all y'all disappear. All y'all come nowhere around. That's why I was letting everybody at the funeral.
So you got,
when I tell you, I was letting them all have it because I knew who she did what for. And a child, get away from me.
Yeah, but Joseph,
Omar was there. He tell you, I was telling people, get away from me.
But Joseph,
bye, because I didn't want to hear
all the great things. You see, it's
not about
Joseph,
the things my mother did was a wonderful thing.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. You have to hold on. Listen to me.
And even Tracy,
you have to always listen. This is how it gets
people
better.
acting like she was their mother.
I know, but this is how it gets better. This is really how it gets better. I'm going to tell you how to be able to move on.
No, you asked me a question. That's the only reason why I bring it up.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying it for the people out here.
But I'm just saying,
this is how.
I'm telling them why I was so upset.
Right, but this is how it gets better. I'm going to tell you how it gets better because you have to let go of all of that negativity, Joseph.
No, I have.
Listen,
that's why I
No. I'm not talking about you, Papa. I'm talking about everybody out there, people out there that may be feeling the same way that you were feeling.
Right.
You know, you have to let go of all that negative stuff that is attached to that loved one. You know what I'm saying? Even the things that you feel like you felt like people took advantage of your mother. You had to let that go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to let all that go, and you have to take that loved one that you had, and you have to. Because let me just say this about death. It's energy. It ain't nothing but energy exchanging. It's energy exchanging and going to another place. Like my dad, anytime I need my father, he's right here next to me. I promise you that.
Girl.
I promise you that. Anytime I need my father, he's right next to me. Like I told you, I told Joseph, Jomel is a reincarnation of my nephew Calvin. My nephew Calvin used to drive me crazy.
You
hear me? Calvin used to drive me crazy. But Jomel reminds me so much of Calvin. You know, and so that's why I look at death in a totally different way because it's just energy. I'm not afraid. Like, I'm not afraid to die. I mean, I'm afraid of how it will happen. Yes, I'm like everybody else. I don't want to get shot in the face. I don't want to get. I don't want to die in some car accident or in some plane crash or fall out some airplane or some shit like that. But that's how I look at death. I'm nothing but energy. That's it. This body, it breaks down. Joseph, your body breaks down. You got a bad kidney. I got bad kidneys. We got this body breaks down, but it's not you. This is not you. This is not you. The energy that's within inside you, is who you are. Your soul. That's your soul. It's all in the energy. And no, that's soda. But I try to get people to understand and look at death in a different sense. And I know that there's you can't tell somebody how to grieve.
No,
I'm not trying to tell nobody how to grieve. But what I'm saying to you is this, like,
but you have to look at the selfish side of death.
Yes, I do.
The selfish side of death says you want that person.
No, here. It's the way. No, it's the way in which it happened.
No. But I'm saying
it's the way in which it happened. Like
honestly, the spiritual side of me says my mother is in a better place, and she's better off than I am right now. Yeah. She's probably running around up there. Paying me no mind.
She right here. She right here.
When I say that, right here. When I say that, I mean she's living her life. She ain't got to go through none of this. She ain't got to worry about a pandemic.
But she right here too.
She ain't got to worry about none of that.
She right here. I'm telling you, your mom is right here.
The human side of me says I want to be able to pick up the phone and talk to her. I want to see her again. Like all of that. So you fight with that because if you are a spiritual person, you know that person is in a better place. Especially if they were a good person, you know that they're in a better place. But that human side of you is selfish. It says, I want them here with me. So that's the side. What do you mean?
Oh my God.
That's the side that
you people say such. Oh, and see, this is what I'm talking about, Joseph. These people say such beautiful things about us. They do. They say such beautiful things about
read
us.
It because that's Facebook.
Those are the things. These are the things. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But these are the things that are important to me in my life.
Right.
Is, you know, like David Ballard on Facebook said, Joseph and Tramel McRae, I love seeing you and listening to you both. You gave me the encouragement to love and to be happy again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. Life is not supposed to be about, you know,
Garbage.
it's not. This is, you know, this is not why God put us here. You know, we hear so many times that, you know, life is hell and we're living in the real hell and stuff like that. That's because you make it like that. You have to stop making your life hell. We create, don't you understand? We create situations for ourselves that are just out of control. But you have to you have to clear, you got to clear out those bushes, and you gotta see all the beautiful. You gotta see the beautiful garden. You ever seen one of those? You ever been to like the botanical? You said you went to the botanical gardens.
Mm-hmm.
You seen in the botanical gardens they have like bushes all around, right? They're like this tall. But when you look through the bushes, there are all these beautiful flowers. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what life is supposed to be. You know, I know some people attach that to being, oh yeah, fruity or whatever. But call me what you want. But it's like Sugar Gabriel said, I think it pisses God off when we walk past color purple. You know, it pisses God off when we don't take advantage of some of the things, some of the things that we need to take advantage of. We take it for granted. Imagine 50 years from now, living 50 years from now, and there's no such thing as trees. Like right now, there's no, the polar ice caps are melting. They're a figment of imagination. And we will be able to tell our grandchildren there was ice there at one time.
You know what I'm saying? When I was walking my dog, because I woke up late for work and I had to race them outside and get ready for work. And I went out, I took her outside, and when I tell you, it was spring. She took her time and smelled every flower she went past. And for me, and I'm like, come on, come on, come on. And I'm like, it just registered in my head at that moment. I said, you know what? You rushing through life, missing out on all the beautiful stuff. And she, as a dog, is walking past every pretty flower, smelling every flower. And you know what? At that moment, I slowed down because I said, you know what? The dog has the right idea. Take your time and enjoy life.
You have to.
I'm rushing through it because I'm just rushing. I'm late at the end of the day. And I let her. I said, you know what? She want to smell all the flowers blooming. Let her. And I took my time and walked to her. I was, you know, at first I was pissed, like, come on, come on. And I'm rushing her. And then it just, I don't know, it snapped in my head like, she got the right idea of living. Mm-hmm. You just rushing through life. She's trying to enjoy every flower she sees. And she's smelling, I mean, the dog was literally smelling the flowers like she was perfect a person. She walked past the flower, walk up to it, smell it, look at it, walk to the next one. And I'm like, you know, I should live my life like that. Yeah. I should take my time to enjoy the beauty in life and keep it moving. And take my time because I'll rush for no reason.
Right. See, because your mother will never leave you. She's right. I promise you. I promise you this. I promise you this. All you have to do is just call her name. She is right there next to you. I talk to my father is always with me. My grandmother and my uncle, even my uncle, sometimes my uncle is who puts me in line. My Uncle Johnny, God rest his soul, because me and my Uncle Johnny, I really didn't have a relationship with my uncle except for I knew my uncle didn't take no chump. You know what I'm saying? So my family, whenever I need them, they're right here. They are right here. I promise you that. And that's why I said it gets better. It will get better. The feeling will get better. You will stop celebrating. I mean, you will stop thinking about the day that your mother passed away. And you will celebrate. And you will celebrate her life.
I don't until somebody calls me and say, are you okay?
Right.
Like,
you will celebrate her life.
Why wouldn't I be like, well, Omar did it this year. He texted me. He said, I'm just texting to make sure you're okay. And I'm like, I'm fine. And in my head, I'm like, why would he text me and ask me
because he cares about you.
No. I didn't realize what the day was. When I realized what the day was, then I said, oh, that's why he texted me and asked. Because I know how Omar normally texts me. Mm-hmm. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Monster. But when he did that, I was thrown. I'm like, is he okay? Because I'm like thrown. And then I'm like, So I responded back, yeah, I'm fine. He said, I'm just checking on you. And then Tracy called me and asked me was out. I said, why is everybody calling me asking me? Then I realized what the day was. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I don't even, it's like in the beginning, yeah. But now it's like, it is what it is. My mother's birthday will come, and in my head, I'm like, happy birthday, Mom. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Because it's like, there's nothing I can do about it.
I have so many things in life to be appreciative for. Like Joseph, I told you, me and my dad, we were not close. But I find, you know where I find comfort? February 4th, 1990. My mother woke me. I was living with my mother. She said, Jamel, says you have to go to your father's house. Now, mind you, me and my father was not on speaking terms really because he had thrown me out of his house because he had discovered that I was different. And so I ended up living with my mother. So my mother said, Jamel, you have to go to your father's house. And I said, why? I said, why do I have to go over there? And she was like, well, you know, she says he hasn't slept in a bed in almost 2 weeks. And I said, okay, what? He always sleeps in his lazy boy chair. He always falls asleep in his lazy boy chair and he goes to sleep and he watches TV. No, he's been afraid to lay down. He's been afraid to lay down and go to sleep. So my mother was like, well, you're going. You're going. My mother made me go. She said, you're going. Because I wasn't going to go. I had a date that day. Matter of fact, I had a date. I was supposed to go out with this guy named Dwight. I had a date. And the funny thing about it, I had been like rescheduling this date with him. Like and he was like, Jamel, I'm not doing this no more with you. I'm not. This is the last time. If you don't go out on this date with me this time, then we ain't going on no date. I was like, okay. And I was going on a date. But the spirit and God saw fit for me to be there. The one person, yeah, my father was pissed at me. I told you what he did to me when he found out I was gay. I told you I ended up in the hospital. He knocked the shit out of me. But God saw fit for me to be there that day. I went over there and my father treated me like he had never treated me before, but he had this look in his eye. He had this look in his eye like, I can't even explain it, but it was this look like, it was like, he was just like, this is the last time you're going to see me type of look, you know? And he was like, hey, son, I was taken aback. I was taken aback. And he would not go to the hospital. He refused to go to the hospital. And my stepmother, my mother, everybody tried to get me. He would not go to the hospital. I went over and I touched my father like this, and he was ice cold. And I said, call the paramedics. I said, Dad, you're going to the hospital. And usually if I said something, he'd cuss me out. My father was, you know, my father was just like Red Fox. That's why my middle name is Lamont, because he named me after Lamont Sanford. But he didn't give me no problem. He didn't give me no problem. And when the paramedics got there, they checked him, they checked his vitals, and they looked at each other. My mother was a nurse. She looked like, I knew that look. You know what I'm saying? And he's gotten, he you know, they was gonna put him on the you know, the bed and take him and put him. He was like, I'm walking. And my father got up and he walked down the stairs as much as he couldn't breathe. Remember you were talking about breathing? He couldn't breathe, but he wanted to walk out of his house for the. It would seem like he wanted to walk out of his house for the last time, and that's exactly what he did. He walked out of the house right into the ambulance, and he said, Jamel, you're coming with me, right? I said, yeah, I'll be in the car with Mom. No, you're coming with me. I got in the ambulance with him. And he told me some stuff which I will not say. But he talked to me. My father had never talked to me like that. He talked to me and he told me these things, never talked to me. And we got to the hospital. And he said, I need a wheelchair. You know, how you told me, I need a wheelchair. They came, they went and they got him a wheelchair and they brought him a wheelchair and they rolled him in there and we went in the back and he did not want me to leave his side. I stayed back there. And then all of a sudden, my aunt came. When my aunt came, she was like, you know, she wanted to talk to him. And as soon as I walked out the door, he said, and my aunt, her name is Yutha. He said, Yutha, I'm getting ready to go. Bam! And that was it. He was gone. He was gone. I was devastated. I'm telling you, I was devastated. And it was so difficult for me to move on. And I experienced the same thing you experienced, but in a different way. My father was a police officer, so every police officer in New Jersey was at my father's funeral. I was like, wow, these people came out to pay their last respects to my father. All these police officers came out. I mean, it was like, Joseph, you would not believe. It was like a president had passed away. I felt so proud. And I don't think my sadness came from missing him. I turned it around. I don't know how. I don't know. God just gave me this kind of heart that I just don't understand sometimes. But I found comfort in experiencing all these people that had come out to pay their last respects to my father. I found comfort, and I felt so proud to be a police officer's son. You know, even in spite of the fact that my father was upset with me before he passed away, I found so much comfort in just being a police officer's son. They gave us, I felt like royalty that day. I felt like royalty. They treated us, me and my sisters and my stepmother they treated us like royalty that day, you know? And after that day, I was able to just go on, not realizing until about 20 years later that I had still been grieving over my father. But in different ways, I had been expressing it in different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said. But now, today, because of spiritual guidance, because of the way in which I look at life and I look at, death, I look at it in a totally different way. I have this sense of believing that your people that love you, they never leave you. They never leave you. They're right there by your side whenever you need them. I promise you that. And that's why I say it gets better. It will get better.
Oh, it does get better.
It will get better. I promise you that.
Hey, in Q's world.
Hey, in Q's world, how you doing?
Oh, it does get better. That is a definite.
Yeah, like Brian, my cousin Brian. Shout out to Brian. Say hi to Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Brian on Facebook. His mom just passed away. I remember her. Oh my God. When I tell you Brian's mother was like a special woman, she was just a special woman. I can't even explain it. I really can't explain it. But she meant what she meant to us. You know what I'm saying? There is a way to move on. There is a light. You just have to look at the body.
Oh, you have to.
And
that's why I asked when it was another live, I don't remember which one it was, when I said, are you really living or are you just existing? Because a lot of us go through life just existing and not living.
Yeah, I don't want to just exist.
Being that I've done both, I'd rather live life than just existing in it. I've done both. Believe me, up until that point when my mother died, I was living life and enjoying my life and doing whatever I wanted to do, as long as it wasn't hurting me or anybody else. And I was having a ball. And then when that happened, I started existing. And I don't like just existing, because existing is boring. Existing didn't make me happy. Mm-hmm. Existing was just because I had to, and I had no choice. And I don't ever want to do that again. I want to live life. I want to live my life to the fullest, because you only get one.
Yeah.
You only get one life to live. Yeah. So, and tomorrow ain't promised.
Yeah. Especially I ain't saying go out here in this coronavirus country.
No,
I ain't saying that. But what I'm saying is that do everything that makes you happy.
Whatever it is.
Do everything that makes you happy. You have to do now even more than ever. You have to do everything that makes you happy. Listen, if this quarantine ain't taught us nothing, it taught us how to appreciate life.
Then you can't be guilty. You can't feel guilty for being happy.
Yeah, don't stop. You can't.
If everybody around you is miserable, then you find your happiness and live in your happiness. Yeah. You don't have to be miserable because everybody around you is upset.
Right.
Everybody around you is just existing and you're living, and they got something to say. Don't let them put that.
Remember training at Comcast? They did this training called "Don't Get Hooked." That means that you don't get hooked onto somebody else's negativity. You don't get hooked. Don't let. So what Sally is doing and her negativity Don't get hooked onto that and bring that into your space. Because when you bring it into your space, you take it home, you take it to your churn, you take it to your husband, you take it to your family or whoever you're around. It transfers. It transfers. We are energy. We are nothing but energy. I promise you that. The movements in our body, we need energy to make our fingers move. We need energy to make our heads move. We are energy. Stop letting people take your positive energy from you and be goddamn happy. Be happy. Who did that song?
Bobby McFerrin.
Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Shit. Be happy. That's what you gotta be.
Sometimes when you shit, you are happy because you don't feel as loaded down.
Okay. You get in the bathroom and get you a good child. Get you a good one going. Yes, child.
Well, you've been holding it all day.
Yes, you've been holding it all, child. No, we're gonna talk about that. Let's talk. Lord Jesus, my God, today.
If you say that one more time.
I know he don't like for me to say my God today, but I says I'm about to do this. But yes, find your center. Find your center. Be happy. Be happy. Don't worry. Don't worry. Go on, honey. Take a chance. Don't worry. Be happy. That's what you got to do. You got to find what makes you listen. Right now in my life, I know I'm getting on. Am I getting on your nerves?
No.
Playing that song.
No.
Anderson .Paak is giving me a life. Okay, I love Anderson .Paak. That's what makes me happy now. I play his song. I be in here tipping it. And
see, it's one thing if it was a song that I didn't like or whatever, but I actually like the song.
Yeah,
I like the beat to it, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good. I wish I could play it for y'all, but I don't want to get a strike. We really.
Actually, he just put a video on YouTube.
Who Anderson .Paak?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. Yeah, he was on somebody's show. And I saw it. Yeah. Music has always been it's like my snack. It's like my comfort. It's my comfort.
And Kingz said, all right, coming to America.
Okay, yeah. It's always been my comfort. Music has always, soothed the savage beast. Music soothes this savage beast. Trust me when I tell you.
Sure.
Music has always done that for me. I can come in here and I can find a song and I can listen to it and lay back and just listen to it, and it just makes me feel so good. It does. Can't believe that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. We love you too, David. Let me shout out some of these people on Facebook. On Facebook, we got Brian Daly watching. We got David Ballard. We got Lawrence was watching us on Facebook.
There's 22 of y'all watching and only 16 likes. One of y'all already thumbs down the video. That's fine. Thank you for the view. Thank you for the coin.
Yes.
All the rest of you, can you thumbs up the video on your way out or while you're here now?
Yes. We got Leon Sims. We got
I expect
Rose.
21 thumbs up because there's already one thumbs down from the people on the Bronx. Honey.
We got Arlene Rose watching from Facebook. We got my cousin Brian Daly. Brenda Daly was watching. I don't know where she went.
Negative energy can change real quick.
Yeah. Thank you people on Facebook for watching. We really
Charlene, you're absolutely right. I've unfortunately learned that later on in life.
What's that?
Because she said she used to do customer service, and she learned that when people give you negative energy, if you give them positive energy, it throws them completely off.
It does. It does.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Or have you ever had somebody ask you, why are you so happy?
Mm-hmm.
That tells you they're a miserable person right then and there. Mm-hmm. Why are you so happy? What do you have to smile about? Most people tell me, smile, it can't be that bad.
Well, no, I would see people, I walk into the room, I would say, oh my God, you're just such a breath of fresh air. Because they were like.
See, and I'm that person, if somebody did to me, I'm like, child.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, you would do that.
Oh, Tremel already told me what he's cooking for dinner. He's frying some chicken, making some yellow rice and some.
Oh, yes, I'm going to throw that.
What you say, green beans?
Yes, some green beans, child.
He must want something from me, y'all, because when I tell you in the last couple of days, Jamel has literally cooked his little booty off. When I tell you he's been cooking,
I'm a beast. I'm a beast.
I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to sit back and enjoy this because it's not often that he cooks all the time. I was like, what is it that you want? You want something. I know you want, because he's been cooking some food that I've been sitting back going, damn, that's good. I knew he could cook. Don't get me wrong, he can cook. But he been cooking.
I'm from the South.
One of them people, you know how they start cooking because they want to hit you with something big. They want something big. And, they trying to feed you to mellow you out so that when they ask, you can think about the food that you just ate a couple of weeks ago.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. I want us to buy a house.
Okay.
I do. I want us to buy a house.
Yeah,
I want
no.
You don't understand. You don't understand. I want a house.
Okay, and again, you ain't got
and so I've always
we on the same page when it comes to that.
I've always been taught by Janine. Remember Janine who used to work at Comcast?
Mm-hmm.
That's
who hired me.
Yeah, she told me. She said, Tremel, and I remember when I applied for the supervisor position. Remember? She said, Tremel, if you want to be a supervisor, you should have to start acting like a supervisor. You have to start dressing like one. You have to start acting like a supervisor. So when you get that job, you'll be ready.
Let me tell you.
See, I'm ready for my new house. Listen, my kitchen, I already got an idea what it's gonna look like. The house, what I'm gonna put in it. already got an idea of, just me and Joseph just living there. I don't know what the furniture gonna look like because Joseph is real picky. Probably will take us about 10 years to get furniture in there because Joseph is real picky. But I have placed myself in that mode of just owning my own home again.
And that's fine.
And so
you not cook for me for that. We on the same page.
No, that's not what it is, Joseph. But I'm just like, you don't understand. I go through the motions. I do. Just because I ain't living in my own house and got my own kitchen, don't mean that my kitchen downstairs ain't my own kitchen.
We pay for it. So it's our kitchen.
I'm just like
our house.
My kitchen is when I go downstairs in the kitchen, it's the kitchen that I love. The cabinets you see how the cabinets look? They don't look like that in my new house. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just I just have myself in this mode. Is there an
island in the new kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an island in there. The kitchen is big.
No, huge.
The kitchen, huge.
Our kitchen now is kind of big. It's not big.
No,
big.
It's not big.
It's big.
It's not big.
Compared to some people's kitchens,
yeah.
Because I done been in some kitchens.
The only thing I like about our kitchen is the table that slides out. That's the only thing I like.
That table, because you don't even know the table is there for real.
Yeah.
Because it's like they built a lot like. The door to the bathroom downstairs is built into the wall. So like if you come to my house and go to the bathroom, you be like, how am I supposed to close the door?
Right.
And the door pulls out of the wall. The table in the kitchen is a real big table, probably fit like 8-9 people, but it pushes into the wall, so you don't even know that there's actually even a table.
But it's a tight squeeze because the refrigerator is
right there. Once you pull out the table, then it's a tight squeeze. But as long as the table ain't pulled out,
right.
It's not a tight squeeze.
Right. But, I'm in my kitchen. And so I like being in my kitchen. You know me, Joseph, I take my little speaker downstairs. I got my little music and stuff like that because I have to, I found my center. I found my center. I have. I found what makes me happy being in this house. I had to. Otherwise, I would go crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I found what makes me happy, with the exception of the studio. I really would love to have everything that we need for the studio. We got the green screen and we got, we pretty much got everything except for, a couple of things. And
so I view it this way. This is a long way from laying in the bed making
Yes, videos. It is. We used to lay in the bed on our cell phones and make videos. That's how we did.
I'll go back and look at some of our old videos, or if you go on our Facebook page and join our McRae Kingz page on Facebook, you'll see a lot of our old videos, and you will see me and Tremel have come a long way.
Yeah, we've come a long way.
In 2 years, we have come a long way.
Yeah, who would have thought we would have a backdrop?
Right.
Now we got a backdrop. We even got a green screen in our bedroom. You know, so it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, I'm not mad. I'm not. You know, we've been talking so much, Joseph. We ain't told nobody today is Get Your Blessing Day.
Hey, really, Val? Oh, we gonna have to talk.
What's that?
Val said she's ready to move too. She's just waiting for probably Caleb to graduate.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, I wish we could have a house.
Yeah, it's
like
Caleb because CJ ain't paying her no mind no more. He grown.
Like, I love Val's house. That's how it's kind of how it's look.
Val's house is big and spacious.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's kind of like how our house look. Yeah.
In your mind? Your words.
I see red or royal blue.
I can work with red. I can do blue. You know, my house when I had it, every room was a different color.
Yeah.
My bedroom, we wouldn't even need this because my bedroom was painted this color.
Yeah. So
like,
we
could have just broadcast it on the wall.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the studio, I see. Oh. Yeah, but we'll talk about that when we get off camera. You know, I've been really like, I'm sorry, I've been really like pushing you. I want to go and like look at houses and stuff like that. And Joseph is like going through this thing with his legs being swollen and stuff like that. So I'm like,
but I feel, honestly, y'all, y'all should be able to tell my energy is totally different than it's been in the last couple of days. Because it feels better. I don't feel weighed down. Maybe because the shot they gave me for my blood is working and that I'm not as exhausted. Plus, it's not as much water because I know that will exhaust me too. So my energy is totally different than it's been in the last couple of days because I feel better. I feel better than I did in the last couple of days. I feel better than I did in the last couple of days because...
Yes. Well, let's talk with y'all. It's Go Get Your Blessing Day. It's Go Get Your Blessing Day. Y'all come. Somebody need a blessing today. Somebody need a blessing. Somebody need a blessing.
Yes, Nina. The kitchen is the heart of the house.
Yes. But Joseph, let's talk about Blessing Day. Because we need to get this going. What time is it?
It is 12:25.
Yeah, we've been on for a while.
An hour and 25 minutes.
Today is Go Get Your Blessing Day, y'all. Today is Go Get Your Blessing. I'm sorry, I just started talking.
He just started talking, and
I completely forgot.
And I'm sitting here prepared with pen and paper and the hat and everything, and I just fell into it with him.
So, obviously, do you want to just Go Get Your Blessing Day tomorrow and hold the person? Because one person did say.
No, we got two.
Oh, we got two people.
Yep, we got three.
Oh, we got three?
Oh, no, we got two.
Two? All right, y'all. Listen, send your $5 Cash App. Somebody need to be blessed today. Somebody needs to be blessed today. So send your $5 Cash App.
So right now the pot is at $10.
You know what? We need 10 people. 10 people to get blessed. For the blessing fund. That I think that's fair because then they'll get $50.
You'll get 50.
Yes. So we need 10 people to come on and send a $5 Cash App so somebody can be blessed.
And maybe it'll be you.
Yes. So I need 10 people. We got how many? 2. We got more than 2.
No, we don't.
We only got 2 people that sent money.
So far,
we only got 2.
You only got 2.
So we got 10. We got $10. We got $10 for the blessing pot.
Charlene, enjoy your day, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, Charlene, enjoy your day. And I still haven't made those truffles. I want to make them truffles that she made, and they so
I want to make a cake.
They so easy. The truffles that she made. Oh my God. I gotta figure out. Charlene, I need a sugar-free recipe. I don't care what type of dessert it is. I need a sugar-free recipe. And I still gotta make Dwayne that cake, that pound cake that Dwayne and Ray made. I still gotta make it.
Oh, we got another one. So we have 15.
We have 15. We have 15. All right, we have $15. Come on now. We got 3. We need 7 more. Come on, 7 more people, y'all. Somebody need a $50 blessing. Somebody needs a $50 blessing today. So come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all, so I can go. So I can go. It's hot in here. I can't. I'm turning my air conditioner. The air conditioner. If I turn the air conditioner on, y'all, it's loud. So we need 7 more people. We need 7 more people to donate to the Go Get Your Blessing Fund. Come on, y'all, go get it. Go get like Mary said. Go get your blessing. It's your time. It's your time. Yes, it is. Come on now. Who else? Who else in the chat gonna get a blessing? Gonna give a blessing. Somebody is gonna give some more to the blessing fund. Give some more to the blessing fund. Come on, y'all now.
Oh, we got another one.
Oh, we got another one. We need 6 more. We need 6 more people to add to the Go Get Your Blessing Fund. Somebody gonna be blessed today. Let me bless somebody. Just bless somebody. There's somebody out there right now. I'm telling you, somebody out there that needs this $50 blessing. I'm only asking for 10 people. If I can get more than that, that would be great. But I'm only asking for 10 people to contribute to the Get Your Blessing Fund and be a blessing to somebody, because somebody out there needs this $50. Somebody needs it. If you want to add more, you can add more than 5. You can add more than 5, but I need 10 people. I need 10 people to bless somebody. Once we get to 10 people, we're going to put the names in a hat. I'm going to draw a name out, and whoever's name I draw out is going to get the $50 blessing. Okay? Now, last week, y'all was doing good. Shoot, we had what? The first blessing was $150. The second one was $135. Okay? But since it's not that, and I understand, that there are people that have joined our membership,
25,
joined our membership and stuff like that. I understand that. I get that. We ask you guys for a lot. I know that times are hard right now, and I understand that you have to conserve your monies, and today ain't payday anyway. And I am asking y'all for some doggone money.
And shout out to those of you that already won and are just contributing to the pot. We appreciate you.
Be a blessing to somebody today. That's what I'm saying. Let y'all open up your heart. Let this make you. Let this be the happiness that gets you through the day when you donate or when you contribute to this blessing pot. Because we might draw your name out. Who knows? It may be you that need that $50, and the spirit see fit for it to be you. So, with that being said, come on, y'all. How many we got now? We got 7. We got 30. We need 5 more, right?
Hold on. I'm doing something special for Nene, because every time Nene has won, she has contributed to the pot since she's won. So I'm putting her name not in the pot to win the money, but in the pot to win a King's bag at the end of the month. Because she won first, her name is not in that, because there was no need to keep putting her name in. But I'm going to put her name in there just because she's been always contributing since she won. Okay. And she really didn't have to.
Yeah, she's
doing it because she wants to.
Right.
So I'm going to put her name in the pot for the King's bag, because I feel it's only fair, because she was the first one to win, and she contributes every time we do this to the pot.
Mm-hmm. All right. So how many more people we need? We got 10. Because we need 10 people. Somebody need to get a $50 blessing, at least.
So we have, hold on. Give me a second. Let me put this person's name in, and I will tell y'all what we're working with so far. All right. So,
oh my God, my allergies, Joseph. What we got?
35.
All right, we got 35. All right, y'all. Be a blessing to somebody. We need 4 more people, right? 4 more.
Okay, Val, you can do that. You don't have to be in the pot to win it if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Just send it to the Cash App.
Yeah, if you want to donate to the McRae Kingz, you can donate to the McRae Kingz, but put Kingz in the comment section. If it's for the Kingz, put Kingz in the comment section. If it's for the pot for the Get Your Blessing Fund, put blessing.
Okay, a whole lot just came through.
Okay. That's a good thing. Is that a good thing?
No, because it's not showing me. Wait a minute, let me look at this. I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. I got you. I got you.
And for those of you that don't have the money, the $5 to donate, it's okay. Remember, this Go Get Your Blessing Fund is not for us. It's for you.
It's for you guys.
Every single dime that we get, it goes into the Go Get Your Blessing Fund, and we pull the name, and we give you all that money.
Everybody.
And if you don't have the money to do a blessing today, remember, we do this on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, you know, if you want to, let's say you want to put your $5 aside, the next blessing fund will be on Friday. So we do this every Monday and Wednesday and Friday for the month of August. Now, we also need to hear from you guys.
Well, we
please.
Up to.
We got it. I just want to make sure we got at least $50 for somebody today. Do we got it?
50.
We got 50.
Yeah.
All right. This is the last call, guys, as we get off of here. This is the last call for the Blessing Fund. So those of you that wish to donate to the Blessing Fund and put your name in the hat to get the blessing, you better do it. You got 1 minute. You got 1 minute. You got 1 minute.
I got it, Antoine. So somebody's about to win $55.
Shoot, you see Joe Mel put his head up
I
like he gonna win.
I told you, I'm gonna tell you who I think you're gonna pull.
Joseph, don't do that to me today. You're gonna have me. Myself, child, y'all. Joseph,
it's like in my spirit that is one of two people. And before you read it off, I'm gonna tell you the name you pulled.
Okay.
Because in my spirit, I feel one of two people. But I really feel this person. I'm gonna tell him the name he pulled before he reads it off. Because the last 2 times he pulled names, I knew who he was going to pull.
We ready, Joe Mel? All right, you ready?
If I'm wrong, but I feel it's going to either be in Q's world or Antoine. But in Q's first. Well, I was wrong. Good. I'm glad I missed that one.
It's Trisha.
It's Trisha.
All right, Trisha, you got $50, girl.
Tramel love you. You won the Chromebook. Now you won the $50. Tramel love you, Trisha.
Because you know what? Trisha need that blessing. I'm telling you, Trisha need that blessing. Something in my spirit told me she need that blessing. So congratulations to subscriber Trisha. She is one of our loyal subscribers. She has won $55 today?
50.
$50 today. She's won $50. You are the winner of $50 today, Trisha. You go, girl. I hope this money helps you in some type of way. Let it be a blessing to you. If not a blessing to you, let it be a blessing to someone else. Thank you all that participated in the Go Get Your Blessing Fund. Now, for those of you that did not win today, your names are going to go in a hat. Your names are going to go in a separate hat. And what will happen is at the end of the month, we are giving away this big McRae Kingz gift bag, and we will do a
Trisha,
final drawing
you
at
should
the end
have
of the
your
month.
Cash App.
We will do a final drawing at the end of the month for someone that will win this gift bag. This gift bag got everything in it, child. It got everything. It even got a gift certificate for you to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get you a bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. Yes, you gotta get you a cup of coffee. It's got just have all kinds of things. It's gonna have a king ring and a queen ring. Yes.
Right, Mimi. He act like he done worked a hard job and he just exhausted. Joe Bell.
That's my nephew Calvin. That's my nephew right there, y'all. I'm telling you, that's my nephew. But thank you so much for all of you that participated in Go Get Your Blessed Fund. And if there was anybody that donated to the McRae Kingz Fund, thank you so very, very much. Know that your donation is appreciated and it will go towards the McRae Kingz platform. Yes, we thank you for that. If there's nothing else, I'm just going to end with the ending credits, which is please follow us on every social media platform.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And also, all of you that asked us for other ways to support us other than Cash App because you don't use it, it's in the description box already. Venmo, Zelle, all the other things you guys asked us to get because you wanted to contribute but didn't want to use Cash App is in the description box. The P.O. box is in the description box if you want to send us anything. If you have a product that you want us to promote or you want us to run a commercial for you, just email us at TheMcRaeKingz or TheMcRaeKingzCorner and we will reply to that. If you have hair care products, skincare product, whatever it may be, and you want to send it to us, you can send it to us and we will promote your stuff.
Yes.
So
and we do
P.O. box
is
in the description box as well. And
we do have a promotion. We do have a promotional package. If you guys are interested, actually we have two, right? We have two different promotional packages. If you're interested, if you need somebody to create an ad for you, of course that will be extra because we can create an ad for you also. So be mindful of that.
And like I said, you guys that have an Android phone, if you want to join the McRae Kingz, you can. All the perks are listed when you do. If you have an iPhone or you're on an iPad, I just put the link in the chat. You can join there as well. I don't know why the join button doesn't show up on iPhones and iPads, but there's the link if you want to do it. You'll see different content, special content that are just for members only.
Jeez.
And
I couldn't wait.
What else? Oh, make sure you check out the McRae Kingz Boutique. We have a lot of things in there for you guys. And on that note, you know how we do. At the end of the show, y'all should all know what we say, so say it with us.
Walk in love, peace, sunshine, happiness, and all those great and beautiful things. And find your beauty today. Find what makes you happy today. Remember, do the work. Find what makes you happy. And remember, it's Team McRae.
All damn day. Later, y'all.
Later, y'all. Talk to you soon. Joe Mel says bye, too. He sleep now.
Joe Mel said bye. He sleep. Yeah. He ain't got time to wake up.
Bye.